Hi, John LaRoquette here. You know, I played a little football in high school. Then someone tackled me, so I decided to become a sissy boy actor instead. Watch me prance around like a show pony on the John LaRoquette Show. Tonight after Sequest, and on Tuesdays in our regular time period opposite Roseanne. I like to think of it as the Super Bowl of sitcoms. See if she has her backfield in motion, what do you say?
Tune in to Jay Monday with Burt Reynolds.
Hey, watch The Tonight Show. You know, we're Conan O'Brien's opening act.
Then don't miss the premiere of Late Night Monday.
The Lincoln Mercury Model Year Move Out. It doesn't matter how you get here, just get here. This is your last chance to save on the 93 Lincoln of your choice. Get $2,000 customer cash on Town Car. Or take advantage of incredible 2-year lease terms on Mark 8 and Continental. But you better get moving because this Model Year Move Out moves out September 22nd. And right now, no one's offering you more for less. So get to your Lincoln Mercury dealer any way you can before our Model Year Move Out moves out.
You're watching the home of the Jets for New York.
A standoff after half at Joe Robbie Stadium. Jets 14, Dolphins 14. With Beasley Reesheim down cricket, it has been a game of big play, stuff for the season-end highlight reel. Perhaps the most spectacular play by a guy who's been making big ones all game long was the reception by Rob Moore that led to a Jet touchdown.
Take a look at Rob running away from everybody, but most important, look at the elevation, nothing but hands, and brings it down. What a play. And then equally fantastic, Dan Marino popping it out to Mark Ingram, who also elevates and comes up with a beautiful touchdown.
That was the game tire, and now the Jets will kick off to start the third quarter. Louis Aguiar approaches the ball, hits it deep. O.J. McDuffie then goes to field, and finally is taken by another rookie, Terry Kirby. So Shula with great confidence in his rookies, although McDuffie had a tough start last week, fumbled the first punt to him, and it was returned for a touchdown. Jets with the numbers in the first half, 244 total yards to 155. Interesting there on the turnovers. None.
Very interesting. A very well played football game, and the big number, the time of possession. The Jets have been holding on to the ball. You know, we talked early, how do you beat Marino? We talked about it at the show open. Keep him off the field. Well, the Jets have done so by keeping the ball most of the time.
Offside, number 36, receiving team. Penalty declined, first down on the 20.
Jets elect to take the touchback and make Marino go 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Marino didn't put it up as often as he usually does. He's 40 pass a game thrower oftentimes. Sized them to 40 times in the Jets opener. Marino's not been sacked, but he has been harassed. He was not sacked last week either by the Colts. End up to Higgs. He runs into Kyle Clifton. Everybody down here waiting for the Jets' top draft choice, Marvin Jones, to get playing time. He's a big hero in the state of Florida. He's from Miami. And, of course, led the great defense of the Florida State Seminoles the last 3 years. Started as a freshman, and the Jet coaches all say, Beasley, he's getting closer all the time. But right now, Clifton, who calls the defensive signals, is the man they have to have in there.
Well, he's double digits in tackles last week. He's a very good football player, and that's the reason that Marvin has to wait.
2nd down and 9. Marino steps in, lofts the ball to an open man, but he put too much lead on it. Marvin Washington put a big rush on as Terry Kirby swung out of the backfield. Nobody covered him. Irving Fryer also on a pattern. Injury problems for the Dolphins. 2 key players. Keith Jackson, who caught a 57-yard scoring pass to open the scoring in this game, left with a hamstring pull in the 2nd quarter and will not return today. And the defensive captain, John Offerdahl, the middle linebacker, a 5-time Pro Bowl player, he's been out with a shoulder problem. They said he might be back in the second half. We'll see when the Dolphin defense comes out. Marino on 3rd down, lets a long one go. And he makes the connection all the way down to the 35-yard line. Tony Martin, first time they've gone to him, and he makes the big play.
There's the Dan Marino that everybody knows and loves. Puts it right on the money. Perfect throw. Just a little swing pattern. A deep, deep moving in toward the seam pattern by Tony Martin. He only had to adjust just a little bit. The ball was perfect.
Moreno's often on the ropes, but never KO'd. He always comes up with a big play, and here is Higgs running hard on first down. As the smallest Dolphin rips up a big game before the strong safety Brian Washington got him.
You know, when you look at Higgs, we saw him out here at practice the other day in shorts and T-shirt. He's big everywhere. He's a small man in height, but in width, there are muscles on top of muscles everywhere. He runs very hard. There was an example.
Rob, proprietor of Biggie's Goal Line Cafe, says it's a 5-star restaurant. He gave it the 5 stars. Here is a give and not much there as Higgs tries a slant run, and the Jets linebackers Bobby Houston and Kyle Clifton get him. Higgs is an inspirational player, though, that he has to fight for a job every year, and every year he delivers the numbers. One year he had almost 1,000 yards with not that many carries.
Well, he's not a very flashy player, just a hard-nosed, hard runner. He's the kind of guy that really you don't want to tackle because he's got that low center of gravity, and he's very, very strong.
There's Leonard Marshall, not in right now, the former Giant. There's been a starting defensive tackle. Bill Pickell is in. Here's a throw over the middle. Incomplete. Very nearly a one-hand grab. Greg Beatty, number 84, the tight end, had a hat on it. Again, third down comes up. Or fourth down coming up now. Fourth down and 2. And Stoyanovich, the most accurate field goal kicker in Dolphin and NFL history, now comes out. Remember him last year in the Jet game down here on Monday night. He missed an extra point. Then came back in the final seconds to kick a field goal. And Pete Carroll gave him a choke sign, but they've since become friends. He didn't hit that one. Wide left. He's not going to give him the choke sign again. He's looking at that for a while. Still a tie game. Jets have the ball next.
It seems the more time goes by, the fancier trucks get.
Just a bunch of chrome and snazzy stripes. What the?
Fusion. No. So Mazda went and asked folks what a truck should be.
I need a real truck.
And learned one very important lesson.
You don't run through mud and ballet slippers.
Introducing the bigger.
It's bigger.
Meaner.
It's meaner.
All-new Mazda truck. The only import with a 4-liter V6 and one monster warranty.
You better told my dinosaur.
The new Mazda truck.
I like my dinosaur. It's a good dinosaur.
Mazda. It just feels right.
Want a taste you can't resist? There's no bag chip you can pop like this. Chips and bags got busted pieces. Brings you down with all their greases. Jalapenos can't stop. Jalapenos can't stop. You got the stack, you got the bunch. For a whole lot of taste of the Pringles crunch. You got the duck-bill lizard too. Only Pringles rings taste like this to you. The Pringles can't stop. The Pringles can't. Still can those bags of fresh old chips. Nothing like Pringles crush your lips. Yeah, once you pop, you can't stop. This is your world, genuine and true, working together in all that you do, and you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your bud.
The NFL on NBC is brought to you by Mazda. Mazda, it just feels right. By Budweiser, fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your bud. By the American Express card, don't leave home without it. And by NCI, the company that brings you proof positive.
Yeah, this was the scene last December as we look at Stoyanovich, who just missed the field goal. Jets at Miami, 2:30 left, fourth quarter. The Dolphins just scored to make it Jets 17, Dolphins 16. The extra point was no good. That's when Jets defensive coordinator Pete Carroll gives Stoyanovich the choke sign. However, Stoyanovich got a chance to redeem himself, and he hits a 37-yarder a little bit later on with 7 seconds left. And the Dolphins beat the Jets 19-17. Handoff. Blair Thomas. Nothing there but Dolphins, and he's taken under for a loss back at the 26-yard line. Jarvis Williams, the strong safety, number 26, was the lead tackler.
You know, with the elimination of the run from the Jets offense, you would think that the Dolphins would be faring better defensively. The thing that makes Boomer Esiason so dangerous is when he's got a running game and then he can do those classic play fakes and then get the ball out to receivers. He hasn't had to really do that today. He's been backing up, getting good protection from the offensive line and making good throws.
Play fake like sleight of hand where he fakes like he's going to hand it off for a run and then pulls it back in, drops back to throw. This is just a straight drop, three-step, and a lead pass that's gone to Shafee, and he's ahead. A first down and some more as he's not done till he's out to the 41-yard line. So on a 2nd and 10 play, more like 2nd and 12, the Jets get ahead for about 13 yards.
Let's take a look at the play and keep your eye out for the linebackers. First of all, once again, Boomer's got time. They're bunching those offensive linemen up. It's a good catch and a good play. Ryan Cox in on the tackle. Louis Oliver.
Shafee, the captain of the Jets special teams. They don't throw to him much. But he makes the play and the Jets drive on. First down. Shafee again. A 220-pound back from Oregon State. Tough. Jeff Cross tackled him.
That's a lot of man to be bringing down. The offensive line stretch blocking once again. He just finds a crease, uses his weight and power to punch it forward.
Yeah, they'll be looking to him again, I think, Beasley.
You know, this is exactly what Bruce Cosler wanted to do. He wanted to be able to punch it and run it. And if he can run it, now Boomer Esiason's effectiveness goes up 20-30% because you add in the play fake. 2nd and 3 or 4, you can do a lot of things offensively.
On 2nd and 3, they go back to the run. This is Johnny Johnson, and he powers ahead behind the left side and gets a first down. Chuck Klingbeil, they haven't called his number much. 99, the Dolphins nose tackle. He made the stop. They've been blocking him well. He's got a good one across from him, though, and Sweeney. Jim Sweeney, a great admirer and pal of Dan Marino's. They were together at Pittsburgh. Their coach their senior year was Foge Fazio, who's now the Jets linebacker coach. He said Danny been the same since he was in college. He always had the feeling he was going to win the game. Baxter goes boom, and the Dolphins come hitting hard as Troy Vincent, a cornerback from Wisconsin who is a terrific young player. He was a #1 pick a year ago. The Dolphins had 2 number 1s. Marco Coleman was the other. He was on the stop, was Troy Vincent. So now the ball is positioned at the 44-yard line of Miami. 8 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Game tied 14-all. Jets have beaten the Dolphins 3 of their last 4 meetings. But the Jets are winless in '93. 0 for 4 in the preseason. Lost their opener Sunday. Great play fake by Esiason. Long ball. Draws a crowd. It goes the other way. The Dolphins pick it off. J.B. Brown goes up and takes it away from Rob Moore. Game's first turnover.
First turnover of the football game. We've been looking for that play fake. The Jets successful on a couple of running plays, so we were not the only people looking for it. The Miami Dolphins were looking for it. J.B. Brown in perfect position in front. Gets a little pop in the back. Little help from Williams. Good play.
Trucks are a spiritual thing to me. Something you can depend on. It's just like, my best friend, I guess you might say.
Out on the ranch is where I'm at, and that's where I want the truck to work for me.
I need a truck that's rough like I am.
Introducing the all-new Mazda truck with a 4-liter V6 and a soul to match. The new Mazda truck.
Saddle up and let's go dancing.
Mazda, it just feels right.
Some tennis, huh? On the home screen, we get the close-ups, we get the slow-mo, and we don't face double-digit Visa card interest rates like some of the fans who charge tickets. Know what Visa did? Visa gave the Open a nice commercial, and they stopped taking the American Express card. They also won't accept some other well-known cards. Thanks to Visa, this year's Open is anything but open. Fortunately, the rest of the world still enjoys competition.
Lennox Lewis. Has there ever been a heavyweight fighter so powerful, so brutal, so British?
Tea time, Mr. Lewis.
Lovely idea.
Jolly good shot to the head, sir.
Did you enjoy that combination?
Oh, yes. I'm certain I'll feel it tomorrow.
Oh, you flatter me.
See British boxing sensation Lennox Lewis take on Frank Bruno live, only on HBO.
So, will your mum be at the fight?
She never misses a bout. Now, was that one lump or two?
Homer Esiason with a big day, but his last throw was picked on a terrific play by cornerback J.B. Brown of the Dolphins. So now, Miami goes back on offense. 1st and 10 at the Dolphins' 26-yard line. Game tied 14 all third quarter. Mark Higgs. Kids keep coming on little Mark.
Jets defensive line in perfect position once again across the board. Lagerman, Marshall, Mercereau, Washington, Ronnie Lott, Brian Washington, everybody in there. Kyle Clifton. They've done a very good job, except for a couple of plays, stopping the Miami Dolphin running attack. There's Pete Carroll, the defensive coordinator. He's the orchestrator.
And now his defense is looking at a 2nd and 10. Over the middle throw, almost a pickoff. Terrific play by Eric Thomas, the Jets' left cornerback. Former Bengal, he was a Pro Bowl player there at Cincinnati.
More superb defense. He thought he should have had that. He got one hand on it, but these guys can catch with one hand.
And here's where Marino Beasley scares everybody. 3rd 11.
Well, that's where he makes his money. 3rd down completions, pressure pass. And you know, if this game remains tight headed into the 4th quarter, that's not the guy you want to play against right there.
People around Marino say one of the reasons he's so good is he's a perfectionist. He demands everything is perfect in practice, let alone the games. Here is a throw, and the Jets have it defended. Kirby works hard, but they cut him down short of a 1st down. Gary Kirby, the rookie back, is taken down by Marvin Washington and Mo Lewis of the Jets, so the punter comes out for Miami. Terrence Mathis goes back for the Jets. Seven minutes and 9 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, and the game remains tied as it was at the half, 14 all. High spiral by Hatcher. Mathis. He's one tackler, and the Jets are going to get an illegal block call. That's expensive. It'll push them back into their own end. It looked like Damon Pieri might have pushed from behind. James Saxon was the tackler for the Dolphins on special teams. A 46-yard punt. Here's Gordon McCarter, the referee. He says,
illegal block in the back. Number 26 receiving team during the return. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
You know, there it is. They're pushing on Mike Williams, who's in perfect position. There's another little push. Can't do that.
We thought we'd been everywhere, seen everything. We were wrong.
We're back to the bone. We're back to the bone.
These guys were weird, and we liked it. Later, they took us to the Tower of Bud. Brother, tomorrow we ride again.
It wasn't normal to make a luxury car so different looking. But that's how we build the Mazda 929. Because we just thought having something exceptional might appeal to you.
We are in the forefront of attempting to develop entrepreneurship as a way of life here. MCI understands that this is a two-way street.
The businesses in the community band together through the chamber. With Proof Positive, you save money. You always get MCI's best price. MCI always does what's right for you.
It's helped us grow small businesses and the large businesses.
It's not just one business out there. It's the whole community trying to make Sioux City a better place to live.
Maybe you never thought of an airbag being custom made for a minivan. But that's how we build the Mazda MPV, because we just thought making safety customary might appeal to you.
2 years ago, Bernhard Langer's miss on the final hole gave the United States the Ryder Cup. Now Couples, Azinger, Kite, and Stewart lead America's defense against Europe's best. Faldo, Langer, Ballesteros, Woosnam, and more. The Ryder Cup in 2 weeks on NBC.
The Jets go on offense now deep in their own end after the blocking foul. First down and 10 at their 13-yard line. Johnny Johnson turns it up. Dolphins looking at him and stop him after a gain of 3. It's a big night of premieres on NBC. First, the season premiere of Eyewitness Video with new host John Forsythe. Then one of the most awaited premieres of the new season, Sequest, starring Roy Scheider. That's tonight, a special 2-hour premiere from executive producers David Burke and Steven Spielberg, starting at 7, 6 Central Time.
Now, I'm really pumped up about that one. We've got sea bases in my home state of Connecticut. Should be a great series.
There's John Offerdahl, the linchpin of the Dolphins defense, out since the first half with a shoulder injury. Second down, they go back to Johnson. Dolphins reading the runs much better now as Johnson is thrown back by a wave of Dolphins, led by Jeff Cross, number 91. So now there's Keith Jackson also walking up and down the sidelines. He's out with a hamstring pull after catching a 57-yard scoring pass to open the scoring today.
That's a lot of offense and a lot of defense in blue jeans and shorts in a big game. That hurts.
And this is a big down in this big game. 3rd and 5. Esiason having to throw from deep in his own end. He was picked on the last Jets possession. This time he's not. He throws for a first down. Taking the ball in and getting ahead is Chafee, who's made a big play on all 3 downs he's been on the field on offense.
Chafee making a bid for playing time here. He's run well. He's caught the ball. I like Boomer. He's so poised. Nice throw. And then Chafee milks it for everything that's there.
So on 3rd and 5, the Jets get the ball all the way out to the 31-yard line. Chafee read it all the way into his hands, made sure he had the ball, then took off and got the first down. Game is tied, 14 all. There's another flea flicker. On the fly is Terrence Mathis. Long ball for Mathis. A step on the defense, and he has the ball at the 23-yard line. My friends, we are seeing the spectacular here at Joe Robbie Stadium.
This has been an amazing highlight show. Now, I think that little circle by Bruce Cosner's hand means that they're going to try to get things moving very quickly. Look how long Blair Thomas drags out this play fake. He actually ran the ball about 5 yards before he pitched it back. At the other end, once again, the athletic ability of Terrence Mathis. That's nothing but hands pulling it down.
Good for 46 yards and a first down. The Jets go to the run. Baxter protecting the ball, takes on the Dolphin defenders.
Let's take another look at that last play. Now, watch how long the play fake is carried out. That's what sells it. Now the defense is running at the running back. He takes his time, pitches it back. Boomer has time to measure it's like they're in practice. He has time to measure the throw and makes it perfect.
There you Blair Thomas. He's really sold a flea flicker. Looked, waited, saw the rush wasn't there, and then pitched it back. Mathis got the jump. Now in 2nd down and 9 in this 10th tie game as Esiason throws it out. Too much on it. And while we have a moment, we're going to NFL Live in New York and Jim Lampley. Jim?
All right, Don and Beasley, take a look at San Diego's first touchdown in 11 quarters. Shutout in the conference championship against Miami. Field goals only last week. But that 25-yarder from Stan Humphries to Derek Walker breaks the drought and brings the Chargers to within 17-7 of Denver in the 3rd. Back to Don and Beasley.
where we have a 3rd down and 9 coming up with 3:08 to play in the 3rd quarter. You see the passing numbers of Boomer Esiason. Impressive. Too much on it. Burkett was open, but Esiason a little too much lead on it. He's coming over to try to sell a foul call. Ed Langsman's not buying it. They never do. So the field goal unit comes out.
Let's see if we can figure out what he's complaining about here as A.B. Brown gets that jersey. Oh, A.B., look how close he's on him.
Wow.
That's what you call smothering the receiver, and he gets away with it. Bias Boomer had a legitimate gripe that time.
And strong-legged Kerry Blanchard out to try a 39-yarder. He hits it, looks good all the way. It is. So Stoyanovich missed his only field goal try. Blanchard hit his only one for the Jets, and it gives the Jets a 3-point lead.
Working to be the best they can be. Teammates, sponsored by the U.S. Army. Colt defensive end Steve Entman and linebacker Quentin Coriat were a pair of first-round picks in 1992. Together, they terrorized quarterbacks, while Entman also picked off a pass for a touchdown. Now in their 2nd season, the 2 defensive stars should go a long way toward making the Colts the best they can be.
It isn't normal to make a sports coupe look this classic. But that's how we build the Mazda MX-6, because we just thought some people might appreciate beauty that lasts for years.
This is a Goodyear Aquatred, and this is a gallon of water. Aquatred's deep groove design channels water away. At highway speeds, it moves a gallon of water every second for outstanding wet traction. Aquatred, only from Goodyear.
You don't expect 2 airbags in an affordable sedan, but that's how we build the Mazda 626. Because we thought keeping safe within your budget might appeal to you.
You know, take a look at J.B. Brown here in man-for-man coverage, a highly contested contest with Chris Burkett. He gets a pull, and then he shades him, puts his body on him, puts his chest on his numbers. You're not supposed to be able to do it. Now watch Boomer. Boomer said, hey, do your job, guy.
But the Jets do come away with points and the lead, and now Aguiar kicks off, and very well. A high kickoff that carries into the end zone. O.J. McDuffie warned not to bring it out. And their penalty markers are down. The Jets might have had somebody downfield too soon. They might have to re-kick.
Boy, that's tough at this point in the game because guys are tired. They've played almost 3/4 of football. When you're offside on the kickoff, then you have to come back and do it again. Unless they decline it, because it talked about
offside,
execution.
Kicking team, 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
So now some of these guys that are starters on the offense and defense that are playing on these special teams have to make another 50-yard sprint.
There's Marvin Jones, number 54, the Jets' #1 draft choice, the 3rd player picked in the last draft. The Butkus Award winner is the College Linebacker of the Year. The Lombardi Award winner is the Defensive Player of the Year. And a guy the Jets are counting on is to be a future force. He'll be in on special teams, but he has not played from scrimmage on defense today. Someday will. He reported late in a contract holdout. It's been a great draft at the top. Myrer and Bledsoe both starting as quarterback. The first 2 picks. We saw John Copeland from Alabama, who's the 4th pick of Cincinnati. He is tremendous right now, John Copeland.
Copeland's one of those guys that can go sideline to sideline. super talent. They say that Marvin Jones will be one. It's not that they're disappointed. They say that he was the best player available.
Yeah.
They didn't exactly go to the draft and say, let's make sure we replace, Kyle Clifton. That's not what they were trying to do. Kyle Clifton's a good football player. This guy happened to be the best player available. Clifton is in double digits as far as his career is concerned. Clifton knows he won't be able to play for another, few seasons. So a smart move, and they have the luxury, because Kyle Clifton is such a good football player, to bring this guy along slowly, let him learn the system, so when he steps in, he's a star.
The whole load of the Jet defense falls on the middle linebacker. Clifton calls all the defensive signals out there. As Aguiar kicks again, another good kick, but this one will be returned. This is Terry Kirby from the 3-yard line to the 20. He's got a gap, and he's out to the 30. So on the penalty, there's a net plus 10 for Miami. Instead of starting at their 20, they now go 1st and 10 from their 30. Next Sunday, NBC Sports presents another action-packed NFL doubleheader beginning at 12:30 Eastern Time with NFL Live. Many of you will see the Cincinnati Bengals and John Copeland take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then in Game 2 of our doubleheader, many of you will see Jeff Hostetler and the Raiders go against the Cleveland Browns. Check your local listings. A doubleheader day next Sunday here on NBC. Marino, play fake, buys time. Here comes the rush. He gets away from it, but not for long. Mo Lewis takes him under. Big play by Lewis. Now let's go back to New York. Jim?
All right, Don, floodgates open now for San Diego. We showed you the first touchdown a couple of moments ago. And then, just a few plays later, Humphreys to Nate Lewis for 24 yards. And just like that, San Diego, after being in the doldrums all day, gets that score to identical to your score, 17-14 Denver. Back to the Crickmeister.
Thank you, Jim. Where that just recorded was the first sack of the day of Dan Marino. Mo Lewis got it. On 2nd and 11, that's the second sack. They're coming in bunches now. Paul Fraze, number 91, from Syracuse University. Comes off the snap like a tiger and grabs Dan Marino, eats him up.
That happened so quickly. Danny didn't have time to do anything. Normally, he throws it out of bounds, throws it to the sideline. As soon as he sets the back foot, there's a problem. Nothing to do but to protect the football and try to play on 3rd down.
Marino, a master of the long ball, needs one now, as you see the Jets with 2 sacks today, coming on the last 2 plays. 1:51 to go in the 3rd quarter. And flags come up before the snap of the ball. Might be a motion call against the offense. We'll see.
False start before the snap.
That's what it is.
73 offense. 5 yards, still 3rd down.
That's big Ron Heller,
the ex-Eagle. Coach Shula. He's not a man who believes in little mistakes, because he says there are no such things. They're all big mistakes.
There's the culprit, Ron Heller, getting a little step out, falling backwards, getting ready for the power rush. It's difficult for those tackles because everybody knows they're going to pass, so the tackles will be coming up with their ears bent back.
Here comes the rush again. Marino steps in, fires on the run, and hits an open man. Free ball. That was a catch. They're ruling it incomplete. Looked like he had possession. Freddie Banks, 86. Ryan Washington, the Jets' strong safety, came up and drilled him, and the official right there said he did not have it long enough to have a possession.
Let's see if, in fact, he did have it long enough. Danny milking the pocket, stepping up, buying more time. Little flick. Let's see if the hands and both feet come down. Pete Juglin never had it.
Good call. Punt downfield by Hatcher. Here comes Mathis. He had that great reception in the last scoring drive. He's not big, but he's not afraid. And Terrence Mathis at 5'10", 175 pounds. Brings it back across the 35-yard line, out close to the 38. And there the Jets go on offense again.
Well, it's time to respond for the Jets. Falling down.
Well, you keep waiting for that next home run throw to keep coming.
Well, Homer can sling it.
So much for Boomer not having an arm problem. Talked to the Bengal people. Kenny Anderson is their quarterback. So there's nothing wrong with his arm in Cincinnati. There was a lot wrong with his offensive line, though. What a throw! Johnny Mitchell on the run. It's a free ball. They're ruling it incomplete here. Mitchell looked like he took a step as Esiason makes a perfect throw downfield, 40 yards right on target. But Mitchell did not have it long enough, they ruled, to be ruled a completion, and good for the Jets he didn't, because he lost it then.
That was absolute perfection. He didn't have to do anything. Didn't have to slow down, didn't have to speed up. All he had to do was hang on to it, but that's also, you have to say, good job by the defense, because a couple of those defenders got their hands in there and poked his arms as he was bringing the ball back to his body. Should have made the catch.
I thought it was a catch. The official says no, and the Jets get a break. 2nd down and 10. Blair Thomas turns it outside. That's what they were expecting when they drafted him number 2 overall in the first round. Paterno talking about there's a player down now. Penn State running game geared on having the great back who can bounce to the outside. Everybody's up, and the spot of the ball is going to be close to a first down. It's going to be 2nd and about a yard.
You know, this is a gigantic series for this defense of the Miami Dolphins, and they'll have to do it without that guy, John Offerdahl. It's a different defense when he's not in there. Quite frankly, it's not as good.
On 3rd and 1. A tremendous play by Brian Cox. He shoots the gap and hits Brad Baxter for a loss, and the Jets have to punt. And that's just about going to do it for 3 quarters of play. As the Jets break a halftime deadlock. On a Blanchard field goal, they lead after 3 quarters, 17-14. Now these messages from your local station.
Tuesday is the NBC premiere of the new School of Fresh Taste and Comedy. Saved by the Bell, The College Years, all new 1-hour premiere, NBC Tuesday.
When you're hot, you're hot.
The factory authorized clearance means the hottest savings of the year at your Ford dealer. On Ford Escort, America's best-selling small car. Choose any Escort, 3-door, 4-door, 5-door, or wagon. All the same low price. Everything's priced to move, and the savings are hot on 5 of the 10 best sellers at the factory authorized clearance. See your tri-state quality Ford dealer today and see for yourself.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Nobody Beats the Wiz wants to take you far beyond ordinary television to a new standard of excellence. The JVC 55-inch widescreen TV. Pictures bigger and brighter than anything you've ever seen. 4 different viewing modes at a single touch. 3 built-in speakers and Dolby Pro Logic sound. Experience the future of home theater now. JVC and Nobody Beats the Wiz. The possibilities are limitless.
Everybody knows what a musical note sounds like. But what does a note look like? When it comes from the audio system of the Lexus ES300, it looks like the original, which means it sounds like the original.
How the media affects your medical care Monday.
This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the NFL is prohibited.
Louis Aguiar on the field to punt now for the Jets as we start the 4th quarter. Don Criqui with Beasley Reese at Joe Robbie Stadium. on a very warm, humid day in South Florida. Jets leading 17-14. A high punt by Aguiar, who's been the standout all afternoon. Again, angle to the sideline. And again, he takes it out inside the 20. Dan Marino, during his career, has brought the Dolphins from behind to victory in the fourth quarter 25 times, including last week. This is in the final minute of play against the Colts in Indianapolis. Bootleg right and a throw to tight end Greg Beatty. And the Dolphins got out of there with their uniforms in a 24-20 win. Of his 25 come from behind victories in the fourth quarter. 4 have been against the Jets. And right now, Marino and the Miami offense takes over. 1st and 10 with 14:51 to play in the game. Starting at their 17. Keith Byers. Kyle Clifton reading him all the way. Byers never had room to get started.
You know, Byers has been a very quiet offensive player today. Now, the Jets said that they were going to try to really watch out for Keith Jackson. Well, Jackson's out of the game. They were going to try to control the outside guys and force Byers to make plays. Well, they haven't had to. They've done a great job across the board, and Byers has been silent.
Jackson did make a big play when he was in a 57-yard touchdown catch. Miami throws. It's to Byers on a 2nd down and 11 play. The ball is out for about 4 yards. Mo Lewis has really been all over the field. A very aggressive outside linebacker for the Jets, number 57. In his 3rd year from Georgia, he's really been a good player for the Jets.
Pete Carroll said, he told us in our meeting when we interviewed him, he said that's exactly what they wanted. They want to force the ball to Byers and get people hustling in. They had about 5 Jets diving in on that tackle on the last play.
Third down from the gun. And you need 5, and they get it. As Marino finds the open man on the slant pattern, it's Tony Martin. He's out to the 34-yard line. 1st down, Dolphins, tackled by Hasty.
This time it's a double zone. The cornerbacks have a flat responsibility. And take a look as they come inside. Nice little flop to the inside. Nobody's in there because the safeties are backing up. You saw Ronnie Lott coming up late. Safeties have half the field on that particular defense. So just a good play. They caught the right play against the right defense.
Marino does that so often. You think you got him, and then you find out you don't. Once again, he swings it out underneath. There's a free ball, and the Jets have it at the 43-yard. Now it's free again. The Jets had it and lost it. Who's got it? The Dolphins do. Jets had it, were right on it, and somehow it popped out.
Well, that's an interesting way to gain yardage. They actually benefit from the fumble. That's not the way you want to do it. But they're forcing the ball into Byers. Like they said, the last 3 plays, they have covered up the down receivers. Marino sees everybody's covered. A little flop out to Byers. And then here come the green jerseys. Pulling it on, Mo Lewis makes it come out. Then it squirts out of the mass of human pileage again. And the Dolphins actually gain about 4 yards as a result of the fumble.
Eric Thomas of the Jets dove on it. Looked like he had it, but it bounced away. Must have hit his shoulder pad, so the Dolphins drive on. Keith Byers running hard. He was an All-American running back at Ohio State, a high pick of the Eagles in the 1st round. They used him as a tight end when Jackson left there to come to Miami. And now he's a little bit of each here.
You know, coaches check themselves to see if they're distributing the ball well. Somebody said, hey, we've used everybody. We haven't used Byers. Jackson is out. Let's go to our other weapon, and Byers doing a good job.
A lot of Byers to stop. He's 6'1", 255, and very fast. Was a standout track man in high school in Ohio. Here's a throw. Another slant pattern. Some trick running. Another ball on the field. Look at it draw a crowd. They better get it. This time they make sure they have it. So the Dolphin drive after a spectacular play is finally stopped on a fumble recovery. Carl Wilson was the man on the ball. Eric Thomas might have been the guy that knocked it free. There's Carl, 72.
You know, it's so often we see this happen. a player trying to gain extra yardage. It's a beautiful spin move, picking up blocking.
Eric Thomas.
But fighting for the extra yards.
Look at this.
You see this happen so much.
Certainly draws a crowd. Kyle's a former Ram. Didn't think he was used properly out there. He was just in the right place at the right time for the Jets. Now holding to a 3-point lead. They go 1st and 10. Esiason putting it up even with the lead. Incomplete. Dolphins think they have it, but it's been waved off as an incomplete pass.
A lot of things happening in this football game.
Oh, they tell you.
The pressure comes from the right side of the football field. A swat from the back. Let's see if he's trying to throw the ball. The set. Yeah, he was trying to throw the ball. That's a good call. Good effort by Marco Coleman. But a good call by the man in the stripes.
So the Jets keep possession as Oliver Downey's defense digs in to go for the ball again. A 2nd down and 10. This huge crowd at Joe Robbie Stadium. Standing and stomping and yelling. Esiason gets the play call and goes to Johnson, who turns it upfield. He's ahead for a 1st down and more. As a 220-pound back with speed turns it out and up. And the Jets get a big play and a 1st down.
The Jets able to seal off the outside of the defense this time, and that's where you miss an Offerdahl. Look at the blocking. Burkett in there trying to block somebody. The Dolphins unable to turn the play in to where the help is. Back to the inside, and Johnson hitting the sideline.
Bruce Caslett and his Jets trying to beat the defending AFC East champion, the Dolphins, on Miami's home field. It would be a huge victory for the Jets. Badly in need of a win. Throw and a catch. It's out to the 45-yard line of Miami. Rob Moore, who's been quiet in this half after a Hall of Fame first half, makes a diving leap at the ball and catches it for a 1st down.
Very basic offensive play here, working against the zone principle. Moore sees the zone, sits down in a little pocket within that zone, and Boomer with a little flick for nearly, well, what is the 1st down?
It is indeed. They just got there, so Moore makes the play. He comes wide left to the lower portion of your screen. 10:19 to play. Jets by 3. Blair Thomas. And all these running backs now locking both arms on the ball after some turnovers here in the 2nd half. Golick was on the staff. John Offerdahl, defensive captain of the Dolphins, out since the 1st half with a bruised shoulder. He's had a lot of injury problems. A very popular figure down here. He's the bagel king of South Florida. He's got 5 bagel stores, and during the aftermath of the hurricane, he and his workers, a lot of the Dolphin people, went right through in 4-wheel drive vehicles and handed out 6,000 bagels the day after the hurricane. So they loved him all the more. But right now he can't help the Dolphins. Here's a throw and a catch as the Jets somehow managed to hold on. That was Johnny Mitchell, the emerging star at tight end for New York.
Johnny Mitchell can do it all. This is a very impressive drive by the Jets. You get the sense that the Miami defense is a bit on its heels. Is it going to be a run? Is it going to be a pass? Boy, that was almost stripped by the Dolphin defense, but Mitchell had 2 good, strong hands on it.
Third and less than a yard for the Jets. Boomer ahead. He's got the 1st down at 6'5", 230. Tight end size, and he powers ahead again behind Jim Sweeney, who's had a terrific day all day, taking out the very good nose tackle of the Dolphins, Chuck Klingbeil.
He was a tough guy. Drops his head, gets what he needs. Reaches in, pulls his lineman up. I like that. They like that.
Jets with a sustained drive and looking to use all the clock they can. Keeping Marino off the field. There's a throw and a catch. This is Baxter. And he is inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Now back to New York. Here's Jim.
All right, Don, let's take a look at match point in an uneventful men's final at Flushing, where Pete Sampras, after that double fault by Cedric Cornbread Fioline, has the 6-4, 6-4, 6-3 victory, giving him his second Grand Slam championship of the summer. The U.S. Open to go with Wimbledon. Sampras a winner again. Back to Don.
Thank you, Jim. We have 7:45 to play. Left in is Dan Marino on the sidelines. Just waiting for his next crack at it. His team down by 3, but right now the Jets are driving. Blair Thomas working hard. Cliff Odom, who's been playing middle linebacker in the absence of the injured Offerdahl, makes the tackle. Beasley?
Well, the Jets told us, and we told you, that the plan is to keep Dan Marino on the sideline with a towel over his shoulder, talking, waiting for his opportunity. And that's exactly what they've done. The time of possession is in a great deal favoring the New York Jets, and they've got it working now.
Right now they stop the clock as the marker comes out. See if the Jets got the first down. It looks like they might be a little bit short. They are. That brings up third down and less than 1. Esiason's called his own number 3 times today. Twice on short yardage plays he's plunged ahead for first downs. Once on a 3rd and goal from 3 yards out, he took it up the middle for a touchdown. Ten-year veteran from Maryland. He was with Bruce Kozlik, who was offensive coordinator of the Cincinnati Bengals when Boomer was there, and is right in this stadium that Boomer and Kozlik and Sam Weitz and those Bengals almost won a Super Bowl. A late drive by Montana carried the 49ers to victory in Super Bowl 23. Again, Esiason calls his number. It'll be very close, but it looks like he might have it, Bees.
I think he got it. And, you know, at some point you have to start expecting that. This is the 3rd time that Boomer's called his own number. Very hard to stop, though. You get a good push up front from your center. And he's got it.
Normally this is one of the best playing fields in the NFL, a natural grass field. That prescription artificial, or that prescription athletic turf that's been developed at Purdue University. They can actually drain water off if there's heavy rain, but because the Marlins are still in season, the National League Marlins, they still have the dirt infield down. So it makes the footing a little more uncertain, as this is the area of the field the Jets are operating on now. 6.5 to go. Reverse. This is Terrence Mathis. It'll come back. There's a penalty marker down. Didn't go too far anyway.
No, it didn't get too far. A courageous effort by Boomer to get a block in, but that one didn't work. Good call, though. Interesting call.
Yeah, they're not getting conservative.
No, they're not.
Holding to a 3-point lead. A legal procedure against the Jets. 6:24 to play.
We'll take a look at the reverse play.
2 men moving before the snap, not pausing for 1 second.
Well, they act like we're in Canada. They had a couple of people moving. You saw Boomer try to get a block on John Grimsley, number 59. Good effort.
You really, as we talked earlier, Beasley, got the feeling that Kozlik felt the Jets were ready to play a big game today. He just seemed very confident when we met with him yesterday. They've really executed. That's what they stressed all week.
Right, you're looking at a warrior right there.
Staying away from the big mistake. First down and 15. Jet pass blocking. Breaks down. He gets the ball away. Baxter's on the run. And he's alive. He takes J.B. Brown and puts him about 5 yards back with a shoulder thrust.
Wow. Boomer in trouble. He's got to improvise here. That's what's great about having a great athlete at cornerback. Look at that. And then how would you like to try to tackle this guy? That's a nice move there. Oliver should have had it, but watch this blow. Oh, my goodness. Mr. Brown took the brunt of that blow.
That brings up second down for the Jets. They lead 17-14. 5:34 to play. Oh! The Dolphins come hitting. Marco Coleman. An emerging star at right end.
It's getting physical, folks.
Oh. The hits keep coming. Johnny Johnson takes that pop.
Pow! Well, somebody needs to make a play for these Miami Dolphins. Marco just tried to make a big one. The fans, everybody's standing up, asking for someone else to step forward.
Marino on the sideline, waving a towel, exhorting the crowd to kick up the noise. Here's a throw, and a catch, and Shafee's going to take it down and in. Pat Shafee, every time he's been on the field, he's made a play. This one for 6. So the underdog Jets, and in the local papers they were a 10-point underdog, extend their lead to 23-14.
The best way when you're in enemy territory to make everybody shut down, do this. Shafee with a nice little slant on the inside. He's been perfect, like you said, Don. When he ran the ball on special teams, he's been perfect all day long.
The master of the fourth quarter, Dan Marino, is getting set to go to work because the extra point by Blanchard's good, and the Jets lead by 10.
Recently, we invited Mazda, Acura, Porsche, all car companies to compare their sports cars with our new Firebird formula to see who could match our standard driver and passenger airbags, standard anti-lock brakes, and 275 horsepower engine, and do it for even twice the price of this new Firebird. No one could. No one. This is the new standard for sports car safety, performance, and value.
Love this place.
Do not adjust your TV set. You are seeing double. 2. That's right. 2 great flame-broiled burgers and 2 small orders of crispy golden fries. All for the unbeatable low price of just $1.99.
I love this place.
Now, only at Burger King, get 3 great-tasting international chicken sandwiches with your favorite toppings. French, American, and Italian style. Try one today and get it your way right away.
I love this place. You can combine wiener dogs and drag racing, luge and bowling, sumo and high dive, even lawyers and rodeo. In fact, if you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine just about anything. But nothing can be combined with drinking irresponsibly. That just isn't funny. Miller Lite reminds you to please think when you drink.
The NFL on NBC is brought to you by Pontiac and your local Pontiac dealer. We are driving excitement. By Castrol Syntec, the synthetic oil that protects and weighs other oils can't. By the American gas industry. Gas, America's best energy value. And by Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
The underdog Jets have now opened a 10-point lead on Miami, and they took a lot of time off the clock there, Beasley.
Almost 7 minutes. If the goal was to keep Marino on the sideline, they did a great job on that last drive. And they've done a great job throughout the game.
4:43 left to play. Aguilar picks off deep again. And here comes O.J. McDuffie, the rookie sprinter from Penn State. Looking to bust behind the wedge, and he's taken down at the 21. And now Marino is set to go to work, and there's nobody better in the situation.
Lennox Lewis has never been a heavyweight fighter so powerful, so brutal, so British.
Tea time, Mr. Lewis.
Lovely idea.
Jolly good shot to the head, sir.
Did you enjoy that combination?
Oh, yes. I'm certain I feel it tomorrow.
Oh, you flatter me.
See British boxing sensation Lennox Lewis take on Frank Bruno live, only on HBO.
So, will your mum be at the fight?
She never misses a bout.
Now, was that one lump or two?
This is the sports car no one could match. Not Acura, not Mazda, not even Porsche could answer our challenge to match Firebird's standard driver and passenger airbags, standard anti-lock brakes, and 275 horsepower engine for even twice the price of this new Firebird formula. Soon other sports cars will try to close the distance, and that's okay. But that will be then. This new Firebird is now.
Hey, wait for me. Oh, ow. Oh, what's that? Oh, fruit drink. Good, but it needs something. Oh, yeah. I'll just roll this in here.
New apple quenchers from Very Fine. Great tasting fruit, thirst quenching apples. Nothing quenches like apple quenchers.
Next Saturday, one of college football's greatest rivalries is renewed when the Fighting Irish battle Michigan State. Notre Dame football is home on NBC.
The quarterback comparison, Boomer Esiason, Beasley, close to hitting 700 total yards passing in the first 2 games of the season. He had 371 last week in a loss to Denver, 323 today. High percentage completions, 22 of 33. Marino and the Dolphins are behind just as they were a week ago, but they need 2 touchdowns to go ahead. 10 points to tie it.
Well, it's Dan Marino time, and it's also on defense, it's Ronnie Lott time. That's why they brought Ronnie Lott in here to protect leads like this and make plays when he's working against a team that has to pass.
It can happen fast with Marino. We've seen this act before. Dan Marino steps in. There's one wide open out to the 45-yard line to the 48. Freddie Banks running free in the Jet secondary, and he stops the clock getting out of bounds. So Marino's able to huddle at his leisure.
And you know, one of the problems with facing Marino in this situation, teams have a psyche like players have a psyche. And they look at Marino, and even the defense can believe that he's going to at least threaten. He's going to take a shot at it. He's done it before. He might do it again.
Like Irving Fryer said yesterday, I saw him do it too many times when I played for the Patriots against us. I knew we were going to win last week. Now on first down, Marino steps into the pocket. Another throw, another catch. Not a whole lot there for the rookie, Terry Kirby, who's to the 48-yard line. Mo Lewis right on him. Now the Dolphins go into a hurry-up. Marino fires. Oh, man. Knockout hit by Ronnie Lott. Here come penalty markers in. I don't know what to see what that's for. It was a clean hit all the way. Freddie Banks just got hit with an elephant gun.
You know, they may be saying because he hit him with the helmet first.
Man.
But as I told you, it's Ronnie Lott time. It's time for him to step up and discourage people from making a play. I hope he didn't use his helmet, though.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 42. Defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. First down.
Well, let's see if he uses his helmet. Yeah, yes. I believe that's what they call here, is that the initial blow was with the helmet. Let's see.
Freddie Banks was expecting the worst, and he got it. And it's good to see Freddie bounce right up.
That's quite a hit.
Tough kid.
You can't lead with the helmet in the National Football League, and you can't lead with your arm, your elbow up in the air. And I believe Ronnie did both of those things that time.
Banks is all right, but there's penalty yardage tacked on a personal foul call, and the Dolphins drive on, down by 10. Quick slant. This is Irving Fryer. He's down to the 22-yard line, and still 3:50 to play. Marino makes it happen fast. This thing will go right down to the final gun. With that pass, Dan Marino is now over 40,000 yards career passing yardage. Another throw. Another catch. Somehow Kirby lost it. Let's see what they rule. Was it a catch and a fumble or an incomplete pass? Apparently it was a catch and a recovery by the Dolphins.
Take a look at this. That is great athletic ability, folks.
Yeah, Kirby got it back.
He got it back, and that was some catch.
Only a 2-yard gain, but more importantly for the Dolphins, he maintained possession. Another throw. This is Irving Fryer inside the 10. Down to the 8-yard line, and the game clock ticks down to 2:55 to play. The Dolphins driving, but trailing by 10.
Irving Fryer working very well on the interior of the defense. Little short passes and working his way courageously underneath.
Marino steps in. He lost the ball. Looked like his teammate got it. Might have been Ron Heller, the big right tackle. Don Jones was coming on a blitz. So right now, a timeout on the field with 2:28 to play.
Mixed nuts never give you enough of your favorite nuts, but new Fisher favorites are all favorites. Pecans, almonds, peanuts, lightly coated with luscious flavors. Toffee, honey glaze, praline, plus large whole cashews. So
that's my favorite. No, that's my favorite.
Every nut is your favorite. New Fisher favorites.
Hi, Super Dave Osborne here, getting ready to roll across the country singing the praises of these great-looking Hager wrinkle-free cotton pants. You know the ones, 100% cotton, wrinkle-free, out of the dryer, no ironing. I'll be covering more than 25,000 miles wearing these beauties. So come out and see me. I just wonder if Hager knows they're paying me by the mile. Uh-oh. Oh.
Hager wrinkle-free cottons. 100% cotton, 0% wrinkles.
They're still not wrinkled.
Hello.
So, what'd you think of that Bonneville? Did you drive it?
Oh, that SSCI is terrific.
Yeah.
Supercharged, traction control, ABS, dual airbags, leather. What a car.
I told you.
And you were right. It's thousands less than the BMW or the Lexus.
Well?
I'm picking it up tomorrow. I owe you one, pal.
Okay. I'll take a white one.
Athlete's foot. Many types of fungus cause it. To cure it all, you've got to kill it all. Today, there's broad-spectrum Lotrimin AF. It kills all types of athlete's foot fungus. Lotrimin AF, the cure that gets it all.
That was almost a disastrous situation. You're looking at Keith Sims. Take a look at his right hand as he reaches back and knocks the ball out of Dan Marino's hand for some reason. Luckily, his teammates get him out of a jam.
Now Marino's passing attack has the Jet defense in a jam as second down comes up. Marino throws to the end zone. He leads his man to the wrong side, and that brings up third down. He's got to throw in the last two downs. 2:24 to play. Marino had 9 completions in a row. For the day, he is 19 for 28 for 286 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
Well, they need to get points here. A field goal will help because in the overall scheme of things, they got to look at picking up 10 points somehow. So Marino will be very careful here. He won't make a mistake.
Jets are trying to help him make one. Here's a throw and a catch. It's a first down. Then a penalty marker comes in. Mark Ingram, who caught a touchdown pass for the Dolphins in the first half. Holding call on the offense negates the play. It was Mark Ingram who made the catch. Gary Stevens to the right of Don Shula. He's the quarterback coach. Coached a lot of those great quarterbacks at Miami of Florida.
Holding, 73 offense, 10 yards, repeat third down.
That's big Ron Heller, the offensive tackle, with the holding call.
What a difference that makes, Beasley. Instead of first and goal at the 2, it's third and 14.
Take a look at it on the left side of your screen, reaching out and actually tackling the guy.
Tackle Don Jones. So it's actually third and 24 from where the ball is marked after the penalty. Jets coming with a three-man rush. Marino lost the handle. It's an incomplete pass. No. Now they're ruling a fumble and the Jets have the ball. I think his arm was coming forward. There's no question. But there is no replay. There is for us, but not for the officials.
Well, Danny doesn't like that one.
He's got something not to like, too.
Oh.
That's why a lot of people think it might be back, the replay. His arm was clearly coming forward.
Danny won't even leave the field. Well, here's the truth now. This one, the big eye in the sky doesn't lie. Let's see what the film says. Stepping up.
What? I mean, nobody hit him. His arm came forward on a hot, humid day. He lost the handle.
Now, the only thing I can think is that they're saying he lost it as he was taking his hand backwards. Let's see.
He didn't know. The ball comes forward.
No, well, that's one that'll be questioned for a long time.
Well, it's a great break for the Jets, and now they'll try to run out the game as they go to the power dive. Brad Baxter runs it right at the Dolphins, and that'll take it down to the 2-minute warning. So the Jets 2 minutes away from what could be a very important win.
I've been thinking about buying an American car. The GM MasterCard was a tremendous incentive. 5% on every purchase really adds up. I work hard at my job.
You've got to make every dollar count. I love my kids.
My wife and I are going to be the biggest influence in their lives. The 5% I earned with the GM card definitely saved me money when I leased my Pontiac Grand Am.
Being a father changes your priorities.
The GM card with no annual fee. To apply, call 1-800-8GM-CARD.
Psst, come here. Kind of reminds you of the disco era, doesn't it? It's pretty neat. Very clever gizmo, I might say. I think it's an upper class of sneakers on the courts, I think. I load up, lace up, and I'm good to go. And all they see are these little lights flashing away. You get to see the light before you go up and slam on them. Bam! I think Grandma would like a pair. You gotta own the light if you want to own the night.
When you buy a Super Color TV antenna from Radio Shack, you get a great value. Radio Shack has everything you need to make installation easy. Super Color's advanced technology gives you great picture quality and remarkable sound. Reception so clear.
Hey, great picture, huh, Howie?
Yeah. You may want to stop using cable and save monthly payments, too. You score twice. Great Super Color antenna values for cities, suburban, and long range from $24.88. Only at Radio Shack.
Next Sunday, an action-packed NFL doubleheader. First, Barry Foster leads the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Cincinnati Bengals in an AFC Central showdown. Then, Bernie Kosar meets Hollywood's new star when the Cleveland Browns tangle with Jeff Hosteller and the LA Raiders. The NFL on NBC next Sunday.
Let's look again. It looked like an incomplete pass because Beard Marino's arm is coming forward and the ball ends up in front of him. The official says it was a fumble and the Jets have it.
You know, that's the key point. If the ball came out as his hand was moving backward, you make the critical point. The ball would go backward. He's moving this way, so you would think the ball is forward.
Well, the Jets have it. And they'll just try to grind it out, which they do. A hit from behind propels Brad Baxter ahead to the 39-yard line. 1:50 to go.
Dan Marino is about as mad as a man can get right now. I mean, he's absolutely fuming on the sideline.
Well, he has reason to be. It's been a great game, but the Dolphins, even Marino, can't bring him out of this, it doesn't appear.
Oh, sumo wrestling.
Come on, we'll miss the high dive competition. High dive, sumo, high dive.
Dive. Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents Sumo High Dive.
No.
Yes, it's true.
Here's the reverse, 2.5.
Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything.
He's going for no splash.
It is dreams, Bob.
Some dive, some beer.
Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Coming September 24th. Face the pain. Fight the pressure. Feel the power. And get with the program. Rated R.
This is hydroplaning in less than an inch of water, and they're being pulled by Goodyear all-season AquaTread radials. AquaTread's deep groove design channels water away as you drive for outstanding traction. Hydroplaning, AquaTreading. Think about it.
The water on the left is being heated by electricity. On the right, by gas. For the cost of heating this much water with electricity, we'd like to show you how much more you can get with gas. And if your neighborhood doesn't have natural gas, you can still heat for less than electricity with propane gas. So no matter where you live, why settle for the water on the left when gas gives you all that hot water on the right? Gas, America's best energy value.
Tonight at 8, 7 Central, an adventure for the entire family, the premiere of SeaQuest. Its captain, a man of compassion.
Hey, kid, good work.
Its crew, the best the future has, and the most unusual. Share the wonders of the future beneath the surface. SeaQuest premieres 8, 7 Central, NBC tonight.
Monday night, Burt Reynolds drops by The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And then don't forget the premiere of Late Night with Conan O'Brien with his new guests, his first guest, John Goodman and Drew Barrymore. Tonight Show with Jay Leno and Late Night with Conan O'Brien tomorrow night on NBC. Dan Marino, not a happy guy, and with reason, as the Jets now ready to close out the victory. 1:48 to play. Back to the run of Chafee as the Dolphins strike at the ball but can't knock it free.
Well, it started bad. You know, it looked like it was going to be one of those classic endings, but it started bad when Ron Heller had the holding call. That took him back after a nice completion at about the 1. Then the play, we'll call it, with Dan Marino, the ball coming out of his hand.
Enormously important win for Bruce Cathlet and his Jets. They'll have an off week next week, as will the AFC East entire division. Then they're at home at Giant Stadium the following Sunday night to play the New England Patriots. The Dolphins, after an off week in week 3, will be heading to Buffalo to play the Bills, who are leading the Cowboys now late in the game 13-10, and the Bills have just intercepted Troy Aikman in the end zone. 1:40 left to go here at Joe Robbie Stadium. Dolphins started fast. Jets came back and took command of the game. 1:40 to go, and the Jets looking to run it out. Esiason calls his own number again, this time just to down the ball. Gives us a chance to tell you the executive producer of NBC Sports is Tommy Roy. The coordinating producer of NFL football, John Faratzis. Today's telecast was produced by John McGinnis, directed by John McDonough. NFL Live produced by Ricky Diamond. NFL Live directed by Kelly Atkinson. Technical directors Jeff Cord and Richard Sansevier. And we thank them all as the time ticks out. And the Jets and the Dolphins will go to 1-1, but the Jets will be really up on the Dolphins, having beaten them head-to-head in the division. You have to harken back, Beasley, to what the commissioner, Paul Tagliabue, said when he lobbied the owners to keep instant replay. Said if we rule it out, television's still going to have it. It's only going to amplify a mistake. The play of the game. There were many, but here's one. As the game clock is now down to 40 seconds left to play, the Hager wrinkle-free cotton super play of the game.
You see, Chafee was on the left side of your field, came out of the backfield, turned over the middle slightly, ran through Louis Oliver, and scored. That's a pretty good play of the day.
Yeah, this Chafee's, he's got to get more PT, more playing time.
You know, you have to congratulate the Jets offensive line. They did a heck of a job. So did Boomer and Rob Moore.
And Marino, sportsman that he is the first guy out to shake the hands of some Jets and his good friend Boomer Esiason. They'll be hooking up again in November at Giant Stadium. They put on a great show, though. They both played terrific football. And Coach Shula, always a gracious loser. Cathlet, a very happy winner. We'll be coming back to Joe Robbie Stadium in a moment as the final numbers are up and the New York Jets win their first game of 93, 24-14.
The secret to a strong finish
is endurance. Introducing High Endurance, new from Old Spice. A breakthrough deodorant that doesn't wear out like the other guys. Here's proof. This is a day's worth of our deodorant. See how it outlasts the leading stick even after 24 hours? Now that's endurance. For the longest lasting, hardest working, the best deodorant stick, demand proof. Get new High Endurance from Old Spice. You won't go far without it.
Here on the set, when the lights come up and the camera starts to roll, there's no place to hide. And even one flake of dandruff, even one, can ruin it all. That's why I use Head & Shoulders. You know, it's even better than it was just a couple of years ago. Today's Head & Shoulders gets to 10 times more of the places dandruff starts. Put it to the test. Prove it to yourself. Head & Shoulders and Head & Shoulders 2-in-1. Because great hair can't have flakes.
After you shave, now there's comfort to the power of 3. It's new soothing Edge Aftershave with 3 soothing formulas for 3 specific skin types. An aloe formula that's alcohol-free to soothe sensitive skin. Extra moisturizers to soothe if your skin is dry. And a cool vitamin E splash for normal skin. Soothing better than ever with the power of 3. New Edge Aftershave skincare for men. Ultimate comfort. That's the Edge.
And I turn my attention to Mike Ditka for a comment right now on what happened between Denver and San Diego.
Well, again, I'm just looking at the game. I don't think Humphrey's doing the job at quarterback. I saw receivers open today. I didn't see him get the ball to them. You know, they're not that good an offense that they can afford to overthrow receivers when they're wide open, and that's what I saw in the game today. Of course, they went up into Denver. It's not easy to win in Denver, and Elway had a pretty good day. But still, they could have completed a lot of balls. They could have had more pressure on Denver than they had today, and I thought part of it was his problem.
All right, just to cover my confusion, we welcome those of you who have been watching another game, and we are updating scores from the entire day in NFL football, starting with the Bills' victory over the Cowboys and Denver having beaten San Diego. Let's take you now to what happened in Joe Robbie Stadium between the Jets and the Dolphins. Another thriller between these two teams who have a long tradition of having played them. And Dan Marino finding Keith Jackson down the middle at the 30. He goes 57 yards for the TD. 3 long TD catches already early this year for Keith Jackson. Boomer Esiason leads the Jets back, though. In the first quarter, he locates rookie Fred Baxter alone in the left corner. That gives the Jets a 14-7 lead. Later, Marino takes the Dolphins down the field for the tying touchdown. Ingram out-leaping Eric Thomas to complete a 25-yard TD. It was 14-14 at the half, but the Jets have dominated the second half. Boomer Esiason makes it 24-14, hitting Pat Chafee across the middle for a 20-yard TD, and Esiason red hot ever since the second half.